It's Crash Bandicoot 2! Cortex strikes back!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next part of my Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy playthrough Let's Play. We are going to go through Crash Bandicoot 2 now. There will be a cutscene at the beginning of this game, so enjoy after it loads. Loading. I wish the loading screens were at least a little more interactive, like I can move Aku's face around, but whatever.
Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Alright, so Crash Bandicoot 2. So this is my favorite of the trilogy, just so you know. I don't know why I chose the boxes in this little prologue area. This area is literally just to introduce you to the new mechanics, all that stuff. You don't get anything out of it. So this is Crash Bandicoot 2, and hopefully the audio quality, or not quality, but hopefully well, I guess it is in turn the quality, but hopefully my voice is much easier to hear now. I saw in the entire Crash 1 playthrough that it wasn't exactly easy to hear my voice, so I moved the microphone a little closer, and hopefully it's a little better. There's always going to be this little echo, for the record, because my TV is stationed right above where my microphone is, and I can't deafen the audio, especially because I like to listen to the audio, so if I didn't care, I wouldn't mind, but yeah. If I ever find a fix, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, let's...
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
So yeah, just so you know, too, you can anger Cortex, and you do get a achievement for it, or a trophy rather, but I already have it. Basically just enter a level and exit it 3 times in a row, and you'll keep getting angry. I'm not going to show it off just because of loading screens and all that stuff. It can be a little tedious, but yeah. So we're going to start the game with the woods! So, expect the parts of, expect the parts for Crash Bandicoot 2 to be shorter than the parts for Crash Bandicoot 1, because there are 5 warp rooms as opposed to 3 islands, and I will probably just do every single warp room in one part, unless it starts exceeding that 30-minute limit again, but doubtful in this case, just because splitting it up between 5 to 6 levels, because some warp rooms will have it so there's 6 levels. I think that's better. Oh, I made a mistake. And there's our first death. Totally forgot the blue gem is can't destroy any crates. I don't know why that escaped me. Before I entered this level, I'm like, I gotta do that. So, I guess for the people who haven't played the game, I'll explain some of the new stuff in this game compared to the first game. As you can tell, I have a slide now. Slide jumping is also a thing. It makes you jump not only higher, but further. The reason why I keep using it a lot is because I have it. In this game, and of course the third game, which also has a slide jump. The slide jumping is the fastest way to just move in the game, and slide jumping is generally just how I do most of the jumps in this game anyways. I highly recommend everyone else do it that way. That's really the only thing that's new in this game is just the sliding and the slide jumping. Ugh, I can't do that. Now you're supposed to kill all the enemies there, but I'm not gonna do that. Also, I would have died no matter what in this level for the first time. And right there, you're not supposed to be able to do that. They kept in a glitch that was in the original game. It's called the slide spin jump. And basically what you do is, or the spin jump I think works too, I'm not sure about that one. So what you do is, when you slide and jump, you jump high, but if you spin at the same time, you jump, as you can see, even higher. So, it's a little trick, it can help you get a few things, do a few things earlier, but I'm not going to be doing any of that. In the original game, you could get the red color gem this way, alas, they moved the red gem to be harder to get, and by that I mean they made it so you can't exploit it. It kind of sucks. And that's in the next level, but it's okay. So this game, like I said, is my favorite of the trilogy, and it always has been. The main reason why this game is actually my favorite as opposed to Crash Bandicoot 3 is because Crash Bandicoot 3 has a little bit too many, what's it called? It has too many vehicle levels and gimmick levels for my taste, personally. Though it has some really good platforming levels. Like I love certain... I mean, most people probably already know these games, so I'm not going to spoil them. But there's certain level themes that I enjoy in that game more. The only real downside I would say about this game is... the fact that the variety can be a little lacking to some people. To me, it's totally fine, but I wish there was a little more. But there's some amazing platforming elements in the game. Also, with the new physics of the Sane Trilogy, I firmly believe this is now the hardest game of the entire trilogy. I was always under the impression that if the original Crash Bandicoot 1 had, if you were able to die and get the gems still, that would probably be the second hardest, and not the hardest. Most people would say it's the hardest, probably. To me personally, it is not the hardest game, or I don't think it is. I think Crash 2 is hard. Also, unlike Crash Bandicoot 1, getting a whole bunch of light in this game, while still easy, is not extremely easy anymore. This used to be a speed trick. I don't think it is in this game anymore. It might be. I don't know. It's just a slide and a spin. It's not better than slide jumping, which is the best way to maneuver yourself. You can usually slide spin jump out of that. So yeah, if you kill all those enemies, you just get a mushroom. Oh, there's some things, even though this is my favorite of the trilogy, there are some things in the game which I do not really enjoy. And it's a main problem that's prominent in all three games, but I think it's worse here, and anyone who's played this game could probably agree. And that is that backtracking is a B in this game, where you have to backtrack for certain levels, especially later on in the game, where it becomes much more prominent, but luckily it's not really that much of an issue early on. And the difficulty of this game luckily does escalate pretty quickly, or escalates pretty fine, I guess. It gets kind of difficult in the second warp room compared to the first one. Like, it's surprisingly more difficult. But it doesn't get way too bad until you hit, like, the fourth warp room. That's when stuff starts getting, like, really brutal, in my opinion. Who's gonna talk?
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
Also, yay, relics! Another thing in this game. Which I have not done any of them, except I think Snow Go is the only one that I've actually done. So, I'll have to do those. Woo. So the gist of this game is Cortex is coming back to strike back. Now you know him acting like a good guy. It'd be like whatever if like it would be maybe a little interesting if you didn't kind of already know that Cortex was striking back and the title of the game. Also, love the song in this level, and another thing to talk about is music. Because another reason why this game is my favorite in the trilogy is because it has my favorite soundtrack, and probably the only game sound or the only Crash soundtrack that I really care about and like pay attention to and notice. Okay, so the red gem used to be right there. You could see it. You can see it in the original game, right where it is now, or right where that hole is. But now, as you can see, it's right there. They moved it up a little bit, and that's because you used to be able to slide spin jump into a body slam, and it would be enough to be able to get the gem. So they moved it up. It's like, whatever. It doesn't really bug me that much. So I guess one thing to mention since we're in a snow lover is the ice physics in this game are... well, I wouldn't say bad, but they're difficult to manage. I don't know if I would really call them bad. I don't really remember them too much because I'm recording this quite some time after I originally played through Crash Bandicoot 2 on the Sane Trilogy. There's a crystal. The crystals are just in plain sight. There's almost no way you can miss this game. Some levels I can see, but good luck. No, I lost not too fast. Kinda wish I didn't, but it's okay. And there we go. There's that gem. And I think we get another cutscene, I believe, after this. If it's not after this level, it's the next level for sure. And cutscenes will become less prominent after this, so if they bug anyone, don't worry about it. It's mostly a thing at the beginning of the game. That's called getting angry at the dogs. If you heard that voice in the background, that is... oh, man.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
I love his animations. They're so good. The animations in this game are really good. And it's time for Hang 8. Oh wait, me losing Aku Mask really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Because I'm going to have to kill myself at the end of the level again. The crystals. So, one thing I actually didn't know until recently is the bosses in this game are actually like Embryo's followers, I believe. I didn't know that. But yeah, apparently that's the case. If anyone didn't know, the bosses in this game, I guess, are Embryo's followers. So as you can see, there's a time limit on the bottom right of this screen. And that is because, also I can use some of the buttons to boost. I'm using that right now. But anyways, so I'm not going to hit any checkpoints. So we have to get to the end of the level in a quick time. Beat that timer. And the reason why you don't get any checkpoints is because you get the first one because that's where the timer starts. I mean, technically, I think you're not supposed to, regardless, because it'll mess up the timer. I'm just used to getting it because getting to the end of this level in the time allotted is pretty. Around Crash, or if you want, you saved it. If you didn't kill the piranha plant on the way here, get eaten by him. I don't know if that's an achievement in this game, or trophy rather, but you do get it in the first game. There are trophies for very specific deaths before getting hit, I think. But I don't have all the trophies in this game. I do only in Crash Bandicoot 1, and I haven't gone through Crash 3 all the way, if you remember, so yeah, just on that. So here's more bonus rounds. So one thing they added in this game too is there's the box counter. I believe I mentioned in the first game that the first game used to not have the box counter for like levels and bonus rounds and all that stuff, but now they do. And the thing is, in Crash 2 it's both a good and bad thing, and the reason why I say that is because it's a good thing because it just helps overall. It helps you see how many crates there are, helps you see if you're getting close to the end, sort of helps you determine if you missed the crate or not. Also for jump pack. But anyways, it helps you with all that stuff, which is cool. But like in Wrath of Cortex, the bonus rounds, it counts nitro crates as crates, like these crates right here. It counts those as crates in the bonus round. So whenever you finish a bonus round, you're going to be like, oh, I'm missing some crates. At least for me, this throws me off. For others, it might not. For me, it does. You're like, oh, I'm missing crates. If you go back, it turns out you're just missing the back crates. I hated it in Wrath of Cortex because it's just like, oh, okay. I have to count every single nitro crate just to make sure that I'm not missing them. In this game, I don't have to do that. Technically, in Wrath of Cortex, you don't really have to either. I don't think there's, no, 100%, but I don't think there's anything, any crystals or gems, rather, particularly, or boxes, wow, particularly hidden in the bonus rounds there. And even if there are bonus rounds like that, I think they're sort of the ones where you're like, oh wait, I know where I missed it. Oops. Once again, the visuals in this level, just like the visuals in the game, spectacular. This game has definitely gone a long way since some of the first reveals on a lot of different things. It used to look pretty bad. I was very hesitant, but yeah. And there will be another cutscene over here. I think this is the last one of this warp room, or the second to last one rather. After the next level, it won't show up, and then after the last level of the warp room, it'll show up again. So, and sorry if you're talking in the background. My family is just very loud. They got big mouths. Alright, jeez, he's needlessly loud. The Crash dance. I'm not going to show these all again. I'm just going to show like, a few times, and that'll be that. But it's time to listen to chord.
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Yeah, so he can't use much power. Therefore, there will be less cutscenes. Also, I don't know. If there were cutscenes after every level, that would be actually kind of annoying, so. I don't know if there's any warp room where he's not in a cutscene. Maybe the third one, he might not appear. And that's the only one that he might not appear in. Alright, so the pits. So this level got a really nice graphical overhaul. And by that I mean, look at it's freaking sunset, and it looks nice. In the original game, I think it just used the normal Turtle Woods, which is the first level, graphics, with nothing really in terms of atmosphere, besides there was no rain. The first level rains, but it doesn't rain in this level, not even in the original game. Also, there's something introduced in this game. None of them appear in this warp room, but I feel like they're important to go over, and it makes not dying to a certain extent very good. Also, split roads. Again, take the left path because the right path doesn't have it really as much. This is the first time backtracking shows its ugly faces. But anyways, so you need to not die, or at least not die until you get to a certain point, as there is something called a death path. And that is, you cannot die before you get onto that, what's it called, that path. Otherwise it will not. Also, the crystal is over here, and there is also a metallic exclamation mark crate to get you some crates over here on the right side. And I expect me to take the backtracking parts pretty slowly. I'm pretty sure these are the only crates here, but I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning just in case. Luckily, this backtracking path is short. I take it slowly because, as you can see, the camera does not really accommodate. I think this is where the roads split. At least we're getting close to it. Checkpoint. So there was at least one more crate. Now, that might have been the only one. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, we cannot die in any of these levels. At least not early on. That is the goal. Of course, you don't want to die regardless. I think the goal is to just, what might be glass space here? Yeah, okay. But the goal is to not die in general, but you can't die in this game, especially this game and the third game, they both have death routes. actually would say most of them might be harder actually to get through in the third game than this game. Ooh, it scared me for a moment there. I don't know why he didn't go down sooner. Okay, buddy. Oh yeah, the spin jump also works for when you do a crouch jump, which also gives you height. See, I moved there and gave me extra height. Also, again in this game, these bouncy crates here, they give you 2 Wampa fruit instead of 1. There, in this game, they also gave you 1 Wampa fruit, making it so that they would take forever to break. Which is still a design decision I'll never really understand. But whatever. No. And there's one more thing only exclusive to this game, I believe, and that no, it's also in the third game, but they're disguised as levels. They are a hidden. There's a hidden warp room. You can only access the hidden warp room levels by doing something that's usually out of the blue and kind of random. So yeah, in the third game, you just unlock 2 levels. I don't think there's any way to access those levels except hitting those specific warp rooms. Or those warps, rather. In this game, it used to be the same in the original game. You can only enter the secret warp room, which has 2 new levels in this game, by the way. But it also brings you back to certain areas of other levels, so you're able to get the gems in them. But they made it so in the remake, this little platform here, you can go down from this warp room instead of up. Therefore, making it much better and easier to access that secret warp room because it's down there. So Crash Dash. Here we go. Uh-oh. We can't go forward. So, one thing that always bugs me about the backtracking in this game is look at how much like viewing room I have. I have so much. Why didn't they do this? And for whenever you're backtracking through areas they know you're gonna backtrack through. There's one level which is different for that. It like sort of fixes that problem, but that's because instead of going backwards like this, you're going freaking left as you're backwards instead of going. It's left and right backwards instead of forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. Forward and backwards. Also, the boulder in this game, I don't know if this is new or if I just don't remember this. But, so the boulder used to bounce. I think I mentioned this in the first game when I was playing through it, but the boulder used to bounce. And it would bounce over crates so they wouldn't get destroyed. But I think they just changed that as a whole. Like, it just doesn't do that. Oh boy, these levels are super easy compared to what's to come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I will be counting those again because it makes it easier for me. I don't think there's any particularly brutal moments where I need to like definitely be counting. There's only some, and I think they're all relegated to bonus rounds. So which was, I think, was also the case in the first game. So it's totally fine if you miss crates here, because the barrel. Oops. Because the the boulder. Is it barrel the first time too? The boulder will destroy it. I'm just, I guess, a little used to destroying the crates, so that I will continue to do. I am jumping way too early. And this is where suddenly the game feels more difficult. Oh god. Slide jump over every pit. Also, they removed an animation in this game for whenever the boulder used to basically almost get you, or whatever, you enter the little breakpoints where the boulder would be stopped, you would use to do like a roll, like, oh shit, I barely got through that. But they got rid of that. And I don't know if I really hate that, or not hate that. I don't know if I don't like that or not. It's just a little tiny detail. If I don't like it, it's just a little nitpick. It's not really important. We get to listen to Cortex talk to us yet again. Or not? Did I skip it? I think I skipped it. My bad. He would just tell us that someone's in the way. Come to think of it, I don't know why I would think these wouldn't be embryos minions, because what's it called? Because why would Cortex be having enemies trying to kill me if he's trying to do something specific? But here's our Baru. He's a boss. You do have to stand in a specific position. You'll be safe. He's also sporting some good hair. Bosses in this game, I would say, are a little more difficult. Let's see, look at this. That's not right. Only the nitro crates it actually matters, but all the bosses in this game have ever been particularly difficult. The entire series, really, but some of them are pretty cool. For example, Tiny the Tiger, introduced in this game, is a cool boss. Just stand right here and you'll be safe. I don't know what happens if you just sit there and don't hit him. I would assume he does the pattern again, but I don't know. Who knows? Not me. I don't know. That'll be the end of this part after we get this little neat cutscene, because we do. Well, now. Okay, well, never mind then. We're gonna go up the next part. So see you guys then when we do the second warp room. Goodbye.